is Holly with the Limelight Pet Project, and today we are in Everett at Langus Park with Corday Rice from
Evergreen School for Dogs.
Thank you. And who do we have for adoption today?
This is Adira.
And Adira is in foster care with which organization?
Save-A-Mutt.
Okay. And how old is Adira?
She's probably around 2 to 3 years age.
Okay. And what makes Adira so special?
She is extremely sweet. I would say that's her main quality. She takes a tiny bit of time to warm up, but then she's really in your pocket. Very affectionate dog.
Yeah, it took me maybe 20 minutes to get her to be my friend.
That's about typical.
Yeah, lots of treats. So when you first meet Adira, if you're coming up to her, what is her initial reaction?
So she's going to be a little bit shy, a little timid.
Okay.
She may go to the end of the leash. Occasionally she barks at people.
Okay. And that's just to say, hey, I need some time, back up.
That she's not immediately comfortable with people.
I hear you. I get that. And how long has, we're being bombarded by seals. And how long has Adira been in foster with you?
So she's been here about 4 months.
Okay. And what kind of changes have you seen in those 4 months?
So she was having a lot of trouble with walking any places. She was scared of trucks, cars, people, other dogs, loud noises. So she's gotten a whole lot better with just being out and about and being more comfortable.
Phobias in general.
Yeah.
Poor sweet girl. And do you know where she came from?
So she was found in a junkyard, I think tied inside a crate or chained inside a crate, pregnant or with puppies, emaciated. Pretty bad situation.
So she's come from a pretty bad situation and is making the best of life right now.
Yeah, she's doing great.
Does she have any behavioral health issues that is making it harder for her to get adopted?
She's very healthy. A lot of people just aren't looking for adult dogs right now. So that's always, it's just harder to place adult dogs. And then some people are not comfortable with a dog that's doesn't appear super friendly right off the bat.
Right.
They just get turned off immediately if it doesn't act like it loves you.
Right.
So,
right. I think for me, a dog that I have to earn its respect for me is it's a personal triumph when they let me in their space. So
that's my type of dog as well.
Yeah, exactly. You got to earn it. I'm just not going to give it away. Yeah. So you said she's about 2 or 3 years old. What is your favorite thing about her?
Again, she's complex, which I like. She's very smart. She definitely watches you. She watches everything you do. She's always super ready to go wherever you want to go with her, even if you're not going anywhere with her. So she knows every single leash pickup. She knows my jackets already. So whichever jacket it is, or if I get out the shoes for hiking, she's ready to go. Even if I'm taking a different dog with me that day, she wants to be first in line for everything. So she's definitely just ready to go. With you.
Such a good girl.
Yeah.
How is she with other dogs?
So she's come a long way. At first, she didn't seem to have a lot of good socialization. So she could be timid. She could be a little bit over the top. Didn't really know how to play very well. So her play style has improved tons. We have a board and train program. So she's been around dozens and dozens of different personalities, different dogs, different sizes, and it's gotten so much better at adjusting her play style to other dogs, and her interactions to suit the other dogs. So I would say now she's a very social dog, whereas when we got her, she was non-social.
And how is she with cats?
So she does not get along with cats. She's got some prey drive. So what we've seen around cats is that she wants to go for them. So a non-cat home would be a must for her.
Absolutely, positively, no cats at all, regardless. Don't even ask.
And then no small animals either.
Of course.
So I would be afraid about rabbits. If you have squirrels.
Guinea pigs.
Anything
ferrets.
like that.
Yeah, makes sense. And what about kids?
So we don't really know how she is living in a home with kids. I don't have kids. She passes a lot of kids when we're out and about and doesn't seem to have any reactivity towards them. So probably an older child would be appropriate, 12 and up.
Dog savvy.
Yeah, dog savvy child, 12 and up.
Yeah, because the child would have to understand the dog so that the dog could understand the child. Yeah.
And you don't want a small child hugging her, that kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah, that's scary. You said that she had some, when we were talking earlier, that she does have some reactivity with a hand over her head. Yeah,
so she looks to me like she's had some possible abuse in her background. So if you pick up like a chucket, for instance, she balks at that. If somebody goes to reach her over the head to pet her, she's going to balk and try to move away. no nipping or biting.
Mm-hmm.
So mainly it's just fear
Yeah.
and wanting to move away from the hand there.
Yeah.
So.
So her new adoptive home would understand, would understand that she needs a little bit of work with her confidence and to move slowly from under the chin and not over the head.
And if you were going to have a guest over, you'd want to just instruct them on how to behave.
Yeah. Yeah, leave the list at the front door so when you ring the doorbell, you know how to behave around the dog, right?
Exactly.
I think that's very important. So what do you think her ideal day would look like?
So maybe a long hike in the morning, come home and rest for a little bit, a little couch time, a little snuggling, then maybe some playtime with your resident dog. If you have another dog, she might like to do that. And then
go ahead.
Maybe another walk. So she's always ready to go. She doesn't require like being walked every single day, like a long hike, but she always enjoys it.
Got it. And would she do best in a home with a backyard or living in a condo or an apartment? Do you think that matters?
I think she could go either way as long as you're active.
Okay.
So she's not going to be the kind of dog that can sit in your house for days on end and be happy at all.
Right.
So she needs, but if you don't have a yard and you are a runner or you enjoy hiking or you enjoy just getting out every day, then that would be fine.
And what do you think about dog parks for her?
I would say no, just because you're not going to know the personalities at the dog park.
Right.
So I would want her matched with dogs that are going to be, well socialized as well, just so we don't put her back by having a bad interaction with another dog.
So we're going to set her up to succeed in every situation possible. Yes, she's such a good girl. So if you're out on a walk with her, what has changed between the time that you got her and now?
Yeah, so she was, at first she was, if we were passing somebody, for instance, she would want to switch sides, pull me over to the side and be scared of somebody or possibly even bark at them.
Okay.
So we've been doing a lot of having treats on me, moving her off to the side, redirecting, putting her in her sit stay, feeding while people pass. So now she's at the point where I don't have to do all that work every single time we pass somebody.
Oh.
She's fine just slipping by somebody, as long as they generally ignore her.
Right.
She's pretty okay with that now.
So you have invested a lot of time and training in her.
Yes.
So if she goes to a new home, how do we make sure, how do we make sure that that training continues?
So I'd love to work with whoever adopts her. We can do training myself, or if they find a trainer that's closer to them, that'd be great. If they could do some private lessons or get involved in some group classes just to keep her well oiled, that would be great. Or if they're just interested in doing training on their own, or if they've done training in the past, that would be beneficial as well.
Okay.
But just something to keep it up so that you don't just let her sit at home doing nothing and then she regresses.
Right. And that's part of the contract of adopting her, right, is to continue her training?
Yes. So it is a training contract, so you are required to do some follow-up with trainer of your choice if you adopt her.
That seems really important.
Yeah.
And I would love it if they stayed with you because you already know her. So is there anything else that you think people need to know about this sweet girl?
Just that it's going to be very hard for me to part with her. So I really want whoever gets her to be a special person as well, because she's a really special dog.
She really is.
And she's going to make somebody extremely happy. I know that. So if you're interested, and if you're with the right fit, I think she's going to be a great find.
Heard that you have a special nickname for her?
Yeah, so my nickname from Adira is Dearest, or Dearie, just because she is extremely dear.
And it suits her.
Yes, it does.
So if somebody sees this segment and they're ready to take the next steps, what do they do?
Yeah, so you can fill out an application at Save-A-Mutt.org.
Okay.
And she will, if you do have a dog living with you, she will need to do a meet and greet with that dog and make sure they're a good match as well.
Right.
And then you can meet her, she can meet your dog, and we can go from there.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
So nice to meet you. And you too, Adira. This has been Holly with the Limelight Pet Project, and we shine the light on harder to adopt pets because their stories are worth telling.